This is Miss Kish. Hi, second graders. This is Miss Kish, and this is your science lesson. We have been learning about land. On our first day, we learned about or talked about how land changes, how it gets its shape, what might be making those things happen. Yesterday, we talked about the earth. We zoomed way out and saw the earth as a big blue marble with land and water. Today we're going to talk just about land and about some kinds of land that we can find on the earth, okay? So the first kind of land we're going to talk about are hills. Hills are areas of high ground that are lower than mountains. Hills are a landform, so a kind of land. All right, I bet you've seen some hills before. Our next kind of land is mountains. Mountains are high, steep features of the earth that rise above the land around them. A mountain can stand by itself, or it can be part of a group of mountains. Mountains are taller than hills. They often have steep sides. So this would be like a steep side, and this is not as steep, okay? Next, we have plains. Plains are large, mostly flat lands. Many types of grasses or flowers might grow on plains with few trees, okay? So plains are flat land. Lots of times there are big farms on plains because they're already flat. There's not a lot of trees there, so they're easier for growing things. This is a plateau. We're going to look at some more plateau pictures. A plateau is a rise or a hill that has steep sides, but it's flat on top. So a mountain, right, it usually might be pointed or steep at the top. A plateau is flat on the top. That's one way they're different. You see lots of plateaus in the desert. And our last one is a valley, and the valley is the lower land that's in between hills and mountains, okay? So second graders, what I want to do is I want to teach you some hand movements to help you remember our different kinds of landforms. The first one is hill. So what you're going to do with your arm is kind of make a hill shape with your hand. Right? Kind of in the way. There's my hill. Okay, or it's kind of a rounded shape. Next we have a mountain. A mountain is steeper and pointier, so we're going to make our mountain like this. Okay, so a hill and then a mountain. For the plains, we have our flat lands. So we're going to have our flat arm. There's our plains. A plateau has steep sides and a flat top. Okay, steep sides and a flat top. There's our plateau. And then our last one is a valley. It's kind of the opposite of a mountain, right? It's the low land down here in between two other mountains, a valley, okay? All right, I'm gonna say a landform, see if you remember the hand motion. Okay, are you ready? Let's do plains. Plains. Plains are flat. Good, let's do a valley. Valley. When you make a valley, you kind of make a V shape, and that's the first letter in the word valley, right? So you're kind of making a V for valley. But a valley is the low land in between mountains. All right, how about a plateau? Plateau. Steep sides, flat on the top. There's our plateau. How about a hill? Kind of gave that one away. Sorry, I went too fast. Hill is rounded. And then the last one is mountains. Okay, I'm going to do it, but this time I'm not going to help. Okay, see if you remember. Ready? Mountains. Plateau. Valley. Plains. And hills. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is watch a video so you can see some more photographs of them, okay? So hang on. Okay, I'm going to make the video big. I'm going to make me small. Thanks for waiting. I'm gonna move out of the way. Okay, so let's watch some of these other photographs, okay? Okay, number one, mountains. You can see how they're pointed more at the top. They have very steep sides. Whoops, hang on. This one's actually red because the sun is shining on it, which is pretty cool. Okay, steep sides. Next is hills. These are pretty amazing hills in this video. We do not have hills like that in Michigan, do we? Our hills are a little more rounded, maybe not so high. Valleys, the lowland between two mountains. This is the valley down here. Here's the valley, the lower land between the mountains. Plateaus. These are some pretty cool photographs. See how they're flat on the top? This is a very small one. Oh my goodness, look at those. And then the next one is so big, but look how it's flat on the top with very steep sides. Number 5, plains. So flat, open land, often used for farming. All right, and we're actually gonna stop right there. Those are the 5 that we need to see right now. So second graders, we have been learning about kinds of land. You're gonna have a chance today to draw some pictures of the different kinds of landforms and to see what kind of animals or plants you think might live there. Boys and girls, we haven't talked a lot about that yet, so put what you think, okay? I'm not worried if it's right or wrong. We're gonna talk more about it. Today is about putting what you think. What's your guess? What's your hypothesis since you're being a scientist? Okay, have fun.